All right, as a power user or even a strong user of Revit, and certainly as a BIM manager or a model coordinator, um, on a large project, we're going to be splitting up the model into multiple work sets. If you don't know what work set is, think of a work set as Revit's way to divide up the model into more manageable pieces so that different people can access different parts of the model without directly interfering with each other. Incredible long story short, but that's what a work set is if you don't already know. But for those of us who have to take care of the model, we need to make sure that objects are being drawn on the proper work set. And sometimes we have to go in and we have to make modifications. And as you can see, I've got a rather large mechanical project that's open right now, and you can pan around and you can just, I mean, this is a 26-story hotel right here, so that kind of gives you an idea of the scope of it. And yes, these are actual legitimate units over here on this side. It's because there's a parking garage, and we've got some mechanical units in the electrical rooms for that parking garage. That's why yes, folks, there really is stuff way out here on this project. So it gives you an idea of the scope on this project. And this is a standard mechanical model or a mechanical view where everything is color coordinated by system type, whether it's a supply air, these blue ones, whether it's exhaust air, this green, or whether it's return air or fresh air for the purple. And I'd have to double check my type properties, and I'm pretty sure I'm labeling that or describing those colors accurately. But obviously on a file that's this size, we need to make sure that everyone's doing everything on the right work set. What's the easiest way to do that? I'm a visual thinker. So when I look at these projects and I say I want to set something up so I can verify work sets, I think color coded. So I have a view over here, and it's a duplicate of this other view, this Navisworks export view. Now if I zoom in on this, you see I'm losing. I don't have things color coordinated by what their system type is. I have things in this view color coded by what work set they're on. Let's take a look at our visibility graphics. So VV or VG, just depends on which one you learned. And I'm going to look at my view filters, and you can see I've got view filters set up for particular colors. And if I look at those, you can see I've got a particular work set. Basically, I just did a check all, so every single model type where the work set equals mechanical podium. That's the function of this particular filter. And then on the mechanical podium, I've got it assigned to the color pink. Now, why pink instead of red or anything like that? And said, well, if we look in here, and I zoom in, you can see that I have some dark blue and I've got some light blue. And what I did is, because the default system colors are bold, I made these work set colors a little more pastel. That's just me and how my brain works, because I'm a little more of a visual kind of guy. Now, if we look back at our, go away. Yes, we've all done it, let's admit it. If I look here, I have a theater, and everything here is sort of a light blue in the theater. Well, obviously, all this purple ductwork and even this dark blue in here, all that ductwork, it's not on the right work set. I can tell just by looking at it. I don't have to highlight the object and then scroll down over here until I can get to what work set it's on. I can just look at it and instantly know what's right and what's wrong. So how do I correct that? Well, the beauty of it is I don't have to do this one at a time. I can grab several elements all at once, and I can come over and say, what's their work set? And I can change them all at once. This is supposed to be the theater. Click apply. And there you have it. These objects have now changed their work set. They're still part of the same system type. So if I come over here to my other view where things are color-coded by system type, I can look at these objects, zoom in, and I'll use this portion over here as an example. I can look at these objects and see what system type they are, but I have a different view that I've already used so that I can see what work set those objects are on. And you can see that everything is just all kind of mangled up over here. So I'm just going to highlight this. Well, let's highlight a smaller amount here so that you guys can have an idea of what's going on. Change the work set to the theater. quick apply. Tap must be attached to the duct. Sometimes that happens. Things will just automatically disappear on you for some strange reason. And of course I did say to delete it. So to my engineer, I apologize for possibly breaking your system. It's going to give them an airflow error check. I bet you anything. Theater. Here we go. So you can see all this stuff, all of this information. The color has changed in this view because the view is configured to show workset color, or color by workset. I come back over to this other view and you can see my supply is still a supply, my return is still a return, the exhaust is still an exhaust. None of that's changed because I'm not changing those objects of category, I'm changing their workset. So hopefully, you know, if you take a little time in advance and you, at the outset of the project or even early in the project, set up views like a color by workset. And it will help you to refine your model and keep things running smoothly. So hopefully that'll help you guys out, and I'll see you next time.